Good morning, everyone. It's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we're making number 363 Granny Square of our 365 days of Granny Squares. I cannot believe it. We are so close to the finish line. Just a couple more days. So this square today is designed by Edith, and it is called African Sun. It is so pretty. And you know what? We've done squares similar to this in the past. You making these points like this, making chains and then working down the chain and then skipping stitches and slip stitching into the next stitch. So it's very simple. These first few rounds are just single crochets and double crochets, and then we make these points, and we're working with double treble stitches today, you guys. This is such a fabulous square, and I actually ended early today. I ended on round 7, but there are 9 rounds in the written pattern, so make sure you click that link in the description of this video to Edith's design, and you can follow along with the African Sun Afghan block and make yours bigger. And in the written pattern, actually on round 8, that we are not working in this video tutorial today, it works with double crocheting 3 stitches together. And you should definitely see the picture of it. It looks so pretty. But I ended today early. I just thought, why not? So in this square today, I'm using 3 different colors. You can see the gold, brown, and green color. I am using Red Heart Super Saver yarns. This is a worsted weight yarn, which is it's kind of a thinner yarn. So it's very similar to like a double knitting yarn. You could use an Aran yarn, but this is more of just a fingering kind of weight yarn. Also, I'm using an H size crochet hook, which is 5mm, so make sure you have that. And with the 5mm hook and ending on round 7, this square measures 7.5 inches, which is 19 centimeters. So that's how big my square turned out to be, making rounds 1 through 7, but you can go on to making it bigger, making rounds 8 and 9. You're going to also need a scissors and a yarn needle to cut your yarn and sew in your ends. Those tools will come in handy, especially if you change color as often as I do. And before we begin, I want to mention there are links in the description of this video. So there is a link to that written pattern by Edith. There's also a link to my Facebook and Instagram, so I would absolutely love it if you shared your photos. And we're coming down to the last few days. Let me know what your thoughts are on ending this project. And when did you come in? Did you start from the beginning? Did you come in the middle? Or are you just starting this project now, or are you thinking of starting it next year? Let me know your thoughts and join the discussion on Facebook on this post. Just find it and share your comments. Also on Instagram, be sure to hashtag 365 days of Granny Squares and hashtag YARNutopia so I can see your square on there as well. I'll go double tap it and comment on my favorites and all that good stuff. You can follow me on Snapchat. I've been Snapchatting so much lately, so make sure you follow me, and I'm YARNutopia on Snapchat, so make sure you do that. And lastly, I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make this video with us. He is our videographer, editor, and photographer for this video. So make sure you subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Just hit the red subscribe button. It would be a great New Year's gift to me from you. And also support YARNutopia so we can keep bringing you crochet tutorials of other things in the new year. So there's an eye in the corner of your video here. If you double tap, or if you tap your video or hover over it with your mouse, if you're watching this on the computer, you can click the eye and support us so we can keep bringing you these tutorials. So now let's get started and make number 363 Granny Square. Let's start out with a slip knot, so put your short end over that long end, fold this down and pull that through and pull it tight. Say this every single day, then chain 4 and slip stitch in the first chain. Okay, let's get serious here though. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then go into that first chain like I said. Go in, then yarn over and pull through and through to form a ring. There it is. So for round number 1, we're going to chain up 1, so yarn over and pull through. And then into this ring, we're going to put 8 single crochets. So go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So that's a single crochet. So you have to make 8 of those. So that was 1. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. That's 2. Here's 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then go all the way to the first chain, or I'm sorry, the first single crochet here. If you have to count back 8, count back 8, go into the first single crochet here, and then slip stitch in there to close this round. So yarn over, pull through, and through. And that was round number 1. Going right on to round number 2, I'm not even going to change color. If you want to, you can change color and start in any stitch around, but I'm going to chain up 3, 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to count as our first double crochet of this round. And now we're going to double crochet into that same stitch that we just slip stitched into. So yarn over, go back into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that is a double crochet, and now it looks like there's 2 double crochets in that one stitch because that chain up 3 counted as a stitch. So now we're going to put 2 double crochets into each stitch around. So yarn over, go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. And again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, so then hop to the next stitch and put 2 double crochets in there. And then hop to the next stitch and put 2 double crochets in there. Just repeat that around. At the end of round 2, you will have 16 double crochets. So I'll just meet you up for round 3. Alright, when you have 16 double crochets, which includes this chain up 3 here, we are going to slip stitch to that chain up 3 at the beginning here and go on to round 3. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. And for round 3, if you are changing color, you can fasten off here and start in any stitch around. For round 3, we are going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, and repeat exactly what we did for round 2. So double crochet into the same stitch that we just slip stitched to and chained up 3 in, and then put 2 double crochets in each of the next stitches. So yarn over, go into this next stitch, put 2 double crochets in there, and 2 double crochets into each stitch around. So at the end of round 3 now, since we're putting 2 double crochets in every stitch, we should have 32 double crochets at the end of this round, which includes that chain up 3 that we created in the beginning of this round. So just do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for round 4. Alright, I have 32 stitches, which includes this chain 3 here, which we are going to slip stitch to close this round. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And now round 4 is even more simple than this. We're going to chain up 1 and single crochet into that same stitch that we just slip stitched into. Go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. And we're going to single crochet once in each stitch around. So go into this next stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Next stitch, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. So you can see I didn't even change color. I'm just going to put 1 single crochet into each stitch around for 32 single crochets, and then I will meet you up for round 5. Okay, when you're done single crocheting around, you should have 32 single crochets. We're going to go into this first single crochet right here and slip stitch to close this round. So yarn over, pull through, and pull through. Now this next round, we are going to make the peaks of the sun ray. So we are going to chain 5, and it says to chain quite loosely, or your little points here will kind of lean. So yarn over, pull through 1, loosely 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and then we're going to single crochet in the second chain from the hook. So the loop on the hook doesn't count as a chain. So we're going to count 1 and 2. The second chain right here, we're going to go into that chain. Okay, and you can see here I kind of turned my chain toward me like this. I'm going to work in that back ridge there, just like that. And we're going to single crochet. So yarn over, pull through, yarn over, and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet. Then we're going to half double crochet into the next chain. So yarn over, go into the next chain, yarn over and pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Now we're going to double crochet into the next chain. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. And now in this last chain here, we're going to treble crochet. So yarn over twice, go into this next chain here, then yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more loops, and yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. Now we are going to skip 2 stitches, so skip this stitch, skip this stitch. We're going to slip stitch into this next stitch, but we're going to loosely slip stitch. So yarn over, pull through, and pull through, but do not pull tight. Okay? And we're going to slip stitch into this next stitch right here. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and pull through, but again, do not pull tight. Okay, that's what it should look like. Then we are going to repeat that. So chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Make sure that chain is loose. Single crochet into the second chain from the hook. Half double crochet into the next chain. Then double crochet into the next chain. And then treble crochet, so yarn over twice, in the next chain. Then we're going to skip 2 stitches, 1 and 2, and slip stitch into the next stitch loosely, and the next stitch loosely. Okay, and there we have our points. So you can see here we have 2 done already. At the end of this round you will have 8 of these points, so just continue repeating this, chain 5, make your stitches down this chain, and so on. So if you need to follow along with the written pattern, this is round 5 of the written pattern, so I will meet you up then for round 6. When you finish this round, skip these 2 stitches and then slip stitch into the last 2 stitches of this round. And again, loosely slip stitch because we'll be working in those slip stitches in this next round. So then to fasten this round off, we are going to slip stitch in this first chain here, right here, yarn over, pull through, and through. And then we're going to finish this color off. This next round we are going to start in a first slip stitch after a point. Okay, so in the first slip stitch after a point. So I'm going to fasten off here since I'm not in the right spot. I'm going to chain 1, cut that, pull it through, and pull tight. And we're going to go into a slip stitch after a point. So on the left side of a point right there. And I'm going to hook on my new yarn and pull that through. And then we're going to chain up 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And what that counts as is a double treble crochet stitch. Okay? In that same stitch, we are going to put 2 double treble stitches. So a double treble stitch is yarn over 3 times, go into that same stitch, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, that's a double treble crochet stitch. So you have to put another one in there. So yarn over 3 times, go into that same stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So now it looks like there's 3 double treble stitches in that slip stitch because that beginning chain up 5 counts as 1. Now we are going to put 3 double treble crochets into the very next slip stitch right here. So yarn over 3 times and make 3 of those double treble crochets. Yarn over 3 times into that slip stitch. So each of the 2 slip stitches between the points, they each get 3 double treble stitches. Okay, just like this. So those are very tall stitches, just like that. Then we are going to go at the top of this point here, and we are going to single crochet in the top loop of the sunray. So if you look at it like this, you can see there is a top loop. There's a loop right here. Try to get that on your hook. There we go. And then there's a back loop right here. There we go. So there's a top loop there. It's like a chain 1 here. Yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2 loops. Okay, that's a single crochet into the point of the sun ray. And then we're just going to repeat what we did. So 3 double treble stitches in the next slip stitch after the sun ray. Okay, here's 1, yarn over 3 times. Here's 2, yarn over 3 times, and here's 3. Okay, and then in the very next stitch, the slip stitch right here, we're going to put the same thing, 3 double treble stitches. So that's yarning over 3 times, go into the stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we are going to single crochet in the top loop of the next sun ray, so in this front loop here, and then there's a back loop there. Go in, yarn over, pull through. It's going to be quite tight. There we go. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, so just repeat that all the way around. It'll start to look like this. Okay, so just repeat that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up for the next round. Alright, when you finish to single crochet in this last point here, we're going to slip stitch to this beginning chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right at the top here. This is what it should be like now. Slip stitch there. So this is what it should look like. Fabulous. Awesome. So now going on to the next round, it says join into any single crochet stitch for round 7. So I'm going to chain 1 here and cut this yarn and pull that through and pull it tight, and I'm going to attach my yarn, my new color, to a single crochet stitch. So right in here, I'm going to go in, I'm going to use a different yarn, pull that through, and then for round 7 it says to chain 4, so yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that's going to count as our first treble crochet of this round. And in that same exact stitch, we are going to put 2 treble crochets, so yarn over twice, go into that same single crochet stitch, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, that's a treble crochet. Then we are going to chain 2, oh, just kidding, we have to make another one. It said 2 treble crochets, silly me. So 2 treble crochets, so now it actually looks like there's 3. Then we have to chain 2, 1 and 2, and put 3 more treble crochets in that same stitch. So yarn over twice, go back into that same stitch, and make 3 more treble crochets. So in total there's going to be 6 treble crochets in that same stitch, because that chain of 4 counts as one of them. So there's our corner of our square. Now we are going to chain 2, right? No, we're not going to chain anything, I'm sorry. I'm reading round 8. We are on round 7. Treble crochet into the next stitch. Sorry about that. So treble crochet, yarn over twice, go into the very next stitch here. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, then we're going to double crochet into the next 2 stitches. So yarn over once for a double crochet. You know how to double crochet. So in the next 2 stitches, do that. 1 each. Then we're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. So yarn over, go into the next stitch, yarn over, oops, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. 1 and 2. Now we're going to single crochet in each of these next 3 stitches. Single crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Then we're going to half double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. And then double crochet into the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. And then treble crochet into the next stitch. 1. Then in this next stitch we are going to make our corner stitches. So that's 3 treble crochets. 1, 2, and 3. then chain 2, 1 and 2, and then 3 more treble crochets into that same stitch. 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. So now we're going to just repeat what we did on this whole side and this corner for each side and each corner around. So let me show you this next side real quick. Let's see here. We are going to treble crochet into the next stitch, then double crochet into the next 2 stitches, then half double crochet into the next 2 stitches, then single crochet into the next 3 stitches, then half double crochet into the next 2 stitches, double crochet into the next 2 stitches, and treble crochet into the next stitch. And then in the next stitch, we are going to make our corner. So that's 3 treble crochet, chain 2, and 3 treble crochet. So do that all the way around that repeat pattern, and then I'll meet you up at the end of this round. Alright, just finishing this round here. We're going to slip stitch to this beginning, chain up 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now I'm going to actually fasten off. So I'm going to chain 1 and cut this yarn, pull that through and pull it tight, and if you want to, you can go on to making rounds 8 and 9. There's just 2 more rounds left, and round 8 actually uses double crochet 3 together. So you can go on and read that written pattern and follow along with that and make rounds 8 and 9 on your own. But I'm just going to weave in some ends here and be done for the day. And we only have, what is it, 3 left? 4 left? 3 left. Wow. Of this year. So that's amazing. So let me just sew in these ends here. Big, huge thank you to the designer of this square. Who is this? Edith. Edith designed this square in 2012, and this is called African Sun. And so if you do rounds 8 and 9, this will actually turn out to be a 9-inch square, so you can do that. Okay, so in your ends, cut any extra, stretch it out, and there it is. So thank you so much for watching and learning how to make this square. You know, I may need to block this. I'll just put it on a towel and pin it down where the square shape that I like, and then I'll just sprinkle it with water and let it dry. But it turned out so beautifully. So thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to see your photos on Facebook and Instagram. Hashtag 365 Days of Granny Squares, and have a great rest of your day. Happy hooking!